Hi, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Natalie Lucia, your host, and today is March 7th. So welcome, everyone. I'm glad to see you here. I'm glad to see you here and not watching Oprah. I want to see that somebody mentioned to me today. Oh, my God. Hi, Tori. Thank you for being here for me. Someone told me today, oh, my God, Oprah's on with Prince. I'm probably going to lose a bunch of people now. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And I was like, well, we'll see who they want to watch first. Just kidding. But I'm glad to see you guys here. If you're new here, please let me know that you're new because I always like to welcome you here. There will be a few things that I just go over in the beginning. If you're not new here, thank you for coming back and joining me here today again. I'll be looking at the comments in a second. I just want to make sure that I just say hello to everyone. Please make sure to tag your friends and share out the show so that others can join us. Because I always say this, Jolie, welcome. I always say this, the more of Rochelle, welcome. The more that we have, Kimberly, welcome, the higher the energy is. And what happens is that it just changes and shifts everything. And it's really cool to watch. So before we get started, I am going to just check things out to see who's here. But before we get, oh, thank you, Danielle. Danielle said she'd much rather watch me. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Which I don't think it's Thomas, right? Oh, hi, Mike. Welcome. So this is how this goes. So tonight, what's going to happen is I'm going to connect to the spirit world. Hi, CJ. Thank you. I'm going to connect to the spirit world. So I don't connect to you in the comments, just so you guys know. So I connect to hey, Jackie, I connect to the spirit world and I say, who's there? What's going on? What's happening? Hi, Jeanette. What's happening? All that fun stuff. So that's what I do. And then I bring the evidence through to you here. So this is how I work. Now, there's quite a few of us here tonight, and I'm hoping the numbers continue to climb. And the reason why I'm saying this is because as you guys are all joining in here and you guys are all telling me you're here and you're all saying hello to me and all that fun stuff, your loved ones on the other side are doing the same thing. So what happens is that they're getting together. They're having a, go by TJ. Okay, Thomas, good, TJ. So they're getting together. They're having conversations. They're saying, oh, good, we've been waiting for Natalie to come here. And they're kind of sharing their stories and their information as just like you guys would if we were like physically in a room. You guys would be having conversations with friends and family and people around you and all that fun stuff. That's what they're doing. So why am I sharing this with you? I'm sharing this with you because I am going to bring through your loved ones. And what's going to happen is some of you guys are going to get a little bit annoyed with me because you're going to want to make something fit and I won't let you. But I won't take away the information from you. So what I mean by that is the way I work is that if I say I have a mother here, I don't like to change mothers into grandmothers or sisters. I stick to who I have because I need to honor and respect your loved ones on the other side. But as I'm giving someone a reading for, let's say, their mom, as I'm giving them a reading for their mom, and you can understand what I'm sharing for an aunt, for a friend, for a grandmother, for a cousin, whoever it is, listen to those messages because you're not here just by coincidence. You're here for a reason. So what I'm saying is please don't take away a reading from someone else because you can understand, but you're trying to make a couple pieces fit. But don't run away from the reading either because there's such thing as a parallel reading. And what that means is as so-and-so is getting a reading and you're understanding it, take it in. Allow it to heal you. Allow for your soul to feel the essence of your loved one. Allow all this stuff to happen. That's really important. So that's why I say that. So we're not here just so, people will tell me all the time, oh my God, and I just turned on Facebook and all of a sudden there you were. For us, we're like, holy cow, how did that happen? For the spirit world, they're like, yeah, I did that. That was me. I planned it because I wanted you to hear this message, because I wanted you to be a part of this. Thank you, Noel. I have water here with me today. Thank you. For those of you who are new here, you will see that I am stubborn, that I am direct, that I don't tell you what you need to hear, that I tell you whatever the spirit world shares with me. So what do I mean by that? If you're coming here for a reading for me to tell you that your husband's not cheating on you, but you know he is cheating on you, I'm not going to tell you he's not cheating on you because it's what you want to hear. That's just the way I am. And that was a psychic reading, and I'm not doing psychic, so that's why I use as an example. But if you're coming here because you're grieving a loved one and you just want to know that they're okay, or you want to know if they know what's going on in your life now, or you want to live through those memories again that you had together, that's what my goal is. My goal is for your soul and their soul to be together as one again, whether it's for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, or 3 seconds. I just want you to be able to feel that again, because that's really important. What I ask from you guys is also, please don't give me the story. So you might want to add some information in the comments for me. Don't do that until after your reading. I love feedback. Love, love, love feedback. It helps me to understand what I received, how I received it, that kind of thing. Piermont's beautiful, Jane. All that stuff. But just don't do it during the reading, because I would love for your loved ones to deliver that information, to give it to you. So allow them to, it's not for me to have to understand it. I just deliver it afterwards when you share it with me and I understand it. I love that. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what they meant. I had no idea. So that will happen. So that's the way things work. So I'm just going to roll through. I want to thank you guys for being here with me. I really do appreciate it every time you guys come here and support me. It means a lot to me. For those of you who share it out and let others know that I'm on and that I'm here and to watch, that means a lot to me as well. You have no idea. Like, I do see, I do know, I'm aware of it. Tori is in here and she is monitoring the comments. So if you have any questions or concerns or anything, you can pop it in there. She should be able to, hopefully the comments come in really weird, just so you know. We see some comments, we don't see others. I just want you to know that. So we're not ignoring you. It's just that sometimes comments don't come in until afterwards. Oh, happy birthday, Boo. Tuesday, I'll give you a little birthday message for Boo. Just remind me, Tori, because I'll forget. But if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, and I'm in the middle of a reading, you could always, hi, Gwendolyn, you could always ask Tori and just say, like, in the spirit realm, just say any questions that you have, okay? Again, I don't go direct. So if we're in the comments and we're asking to hear from specific people, it's not going to work that way, because I honor the spirit world, okay? So I'm going into the spirit world and I'm going to them and I'm seeing who's here. And the reason why I do that also is because when I have to read the comments, it actually brings my vibration down, and then I have to bring it back up again. So it's easier for me to go to them. That's the honest truth. It's just easier for me to go to them. Give them a little bit of acknowledgement. Let them take control of the reins, because we get so much in this physical world. Let them have something. Let's let them monitor and rule and do what they need to do here. That's really important. Okay. So I have a little headache right here, but I'm just a little congested. It's just me being me. That's all. We need different weather here in New York, and it's coming in. And once the weather changes, things change. Like just everything changes. Okay. Oh, Tabitha, your daughter Ellie says hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope she joins me on Tuesday when I connect with the animals. Always join me on Tuesday. Okay, so let me connect for a second. Just give me a moment, because I actually have 2 people coming in and they're not related. They're kind of arguing over who can come in first. So let me just ask them to just be kind and just let one come in, and then we'll do the other one. I do want to say that I have a gentleman connected here. I know this gentleman would have Give me 1 second because he's confusing me a little bit because he's showing me that he had a motorcycle accident, but I don't think he died in a motorcycle accident. So I have a gentleman here. He's showing me an issue or something that happened in a motorcycle accident so I have a gentleman here. You would understand a connection to a motorcycle accident, but you would understand that this would not have caused his death. You would understand that there would be a heart issue with this gentleman. So if you could understand, this might be a husband. If you could understand a gentleman who would have had a motorcycle accident and did not cause his death, but his heart would have. So I passed from a heart condition. And I want to say, and don't quote me on husband yet, because I'm just trying to understand this. Heart condition would have been in an accident, but did not pass from the accident. It would have been my heart that gave out. It would have been my heart that gave out. So I want to have that connection to heart, motorcycle accident. Gentlemen, I want to say that I'm younger than 60. I usually don't give age because when I come back after I die, when I come back, I'm not coming back at this age. I'll come back in my 20s. Like, I'm not showing you the way I look now. I'm showing you the way I looked when I was 25. So that's why I hesitate with age. But I want to talk about being younger than 60. I might even be much younger than 60. Younger than 60. I had a motorcycle accident. It would have been a Harley, would have been the motorcycle. I don't think it was a chopper. I think it was a Harley. Harley would have been the motorcycle, but that's not what did it for me. What did it for me was my heart. I had a heart condition which runs in my family. I know my father would have passed as well due to a heart issue. So my father would have passed as well due to this heart issue. So you would understand that I would have passed the same way my dad did. You would understand 2 children connected to me, 2 children. So you would understand 2 children connected to me, and you also understand the name John as being significant within the family. So you would understand the name John. So I know you would understand a motorcycle accident. I know you would understand a heart condition. I want to lean towards dad. I want to say this, and usually I don't hesitate with this, but I want to lean towards dad. You would understand 2 children, and you would understand John being a significant name in the family. So if you could understand everything that I said, please let me know. Please let me know. And I'm not saying dad's name was John. Could have been, but I'm just saying I know you would understand John in the family. I'm just waiting for the comments to come in of who can understand. You can take everything, Linda? Okay. So Linda, it looks like you might be the only one who could take everything, maybe. Okay. Susanna, can you take everything? Hi, Patricia. Happy Sunday. So Susanna, can you take everything? Because like Laura said, she can take everything. That's what I would need to hear. I can take everything. I don't want to change. And I'm not saying you're doing this, but I don't want to change dad to uncle. I don't want to change anything. Can you take everything? Hi, Lisbeth. Susanna, you can take everything too. Okay, let me just get a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, I need you guys to be able to take if you'll see, like I'm asking if you could take everything because I don't want to change anything right now. Because of the way he is, he just makes me feel like, okay, this is definitely dad because he said he does want to talk to his daughter and connect to his daughter. I know that dad would have understood how to fix cars. I don't know if he was a mechanic, so I'm not saying he was a mechanic, but he knew his way around a car. So I know you would understand dad knowing his way around a car. So Susanna or Laura, you're saying not you. Susanna, can you understand that? Laura, by the way, thank you for saying that. Thank you. Susanna, you could understand. Okay, so Susanna, I do feel like I am with you because I know Laura was able to drop out and I asked dad for something specific. Susanna, let me just pull your thing up just so people could see your little comment there. Susanna, he loved cars. Oh, good. And he's making me feel like he knew his way around a car. Like he knew. And I'm not saying that he knew how to fix everything, but he knew his way around the car. He would know how to help you and guide you and just get things done. So it wasn't like I had to run to other people to have it fixed. I know dad would have been a very hard worker. And I know that he would have been a family man, but different than like he would have announced when he came home. Like you knew when dad was home. I feel like also, I want to go to your childhood for a second. And I want to talk about when he would get home from work. I feel like when you were little, dad would rile you guys up. So dad would come in like this grizzly bear, kind of like, rah, let's fool around, let's play, let's do all of this. And mom would just shake her head. Like, are you kidding me? You're getting these kids crazy right before dinner time. But that's what dad liked to do. That's what he liked to do. He liked to, and that's his thing. That's the way he was. He lived life to the fullest. He worked hard, but he lived hard. That's his biggest thing. And he's like, that's what I want for you. I want you to not only work hard, but I want you to live hard. I want you to work hard. I want you to live hard. And I know you would understand this, and I know that this is just a big thing for him because he's saying, I feel like dad would have passed younger. So when I say younger, I feel like we always say that they're gone too soon, but I feel like you would understand me saying he's gone too soon. I feel like you would really understand that. So he says that because he felt like he had more years ahead of him that he was kind of robbed from, I'll use it that way, that he wants you to make sure to do everything in life that your dreams are. Don't ever give up. Keep moving forward. Susanna, you have 2 children? Because he keeps talking to me, wanting to send the love to the two. And I don't feel like it's his 2 children. I feel like it would be your 2 children. So I want to talk about that as well, because he keeps telling me that. He keeps showing me, I work 7 days a week with my horses. Yes. And yeah, he didn't want to go. But I want you to know, he didn't want to go. Hi, Ryan. He didn't want to go, but he's okay. Okay. So I don't want you to think like, is he stuck? What happened? Oh my God, all this stuff. No. Okay. No. He's okay. It's just that he knows that he had so many plans for so much more. Birthdays for your nephews. Beautiful. So can you please wish them a happy birthday? Because he keeps wanting to send his love to the 2, send his love to the 2. Also, Susanna, was there something with, because you mentioned the horses and all of a sudden he's telling me, tell her to fix the fence or tell her that the fence needs to be fixed. There's something that's connected to the horses with a fence that needs to be fixed that dad is mentioning. So I want to mention that as well. And it could have just been fixed, but I just want to mention that he's sharing with me the horses, the fixing of the fence is important. So I just want to mention that to you also. And no, dad's there with you. If you need him, just ask. He loves you very much and he's proud of everything that you do. But remember, live life to the fullest because that's his message here tonight. And thank you, honey. So make sure to fix it because he's mentioning it, okay? But thank you for allowing me to read for you here tonight. And thank you for sharing your dad with me. I love dads. Dads could be fun. My dad is like golden. Golden. My dad is golden. You're very welcome, honey. Okay. I sat in a 3-hour class today, which is great, with a friend of mine. But it's so funny how when you sit in classes and you do certain things and you set yourself up and you think outside the box, but then you play in your head, you're like, okay, don't mess this up or don't do that. And you start to think of things that you shouldn't do. I know that I do hear a significance of the name Patty. And I'm not saying Patricia, I'm saying actually Patty. So I want to talk about Patty. I feel like Patty, this would be your mom that is here because I'm hearing mom and I want to talk to my daughter Patty. So I want to talk about this also. I want to talk about mom having what feels to me like a you may have met my parents. Mom and mother-in-law come in the same, Cheryl. I should have said that in the beginning. You may have met my parents at a function. Actually, the function was a year ago. It was right before we had to shut down. So it was a little bit over a year ago that the last function that my parents were at. You're right. It's so funny that you just said, welcome Ireland. I just want to say something, Cheryl. Just stay with this. Okay, let me just go back to mom for a sec. I have mom here. She wants to talk to Patty, but I do feel a connection to Ireland. So it's funny that you just said, welcome Ireland. So I'm not sure why you said, oh, hello for Ireland. I see it. And I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. I know it. And I know that name. Yes, in Suffern, Thomas, yes. So let me just go back because Mom wants to talk to Patricia. She wants to talk to Patricia. She keeps telling me this over and over again. And I'm not saying that this is for someone in Ireland, but I know that you would understand a connection to Ireland. I know that you would understand a connection in the family, having family time, family things to do, family. I keep on seeing bread. It may be Irish soda bread, but don't quote me on that. But I just see bread being made and that being significant. And the reason why I say Irish soda bread is because I see the raisins inside. Let me just get a little bit more. Patricia, let me just put this down. So you could understand that. Mairead, am I saying it right? Please correct me if I'm not. Please correct me if I'm not saying it right. Mairead, can you understand what I'm saying about Mom being in the spirit world, understanding the name Patricia being significant? I'm not saying Mom's name is Patricia or your name is Patricia, but I want to know that Patricia is significant. Understanding the significance of Irish soda bread. Would you understand all of this? And if you don't, it's okay, honey. Okay. Okay. So you understand everything. Oh, that is a beautiful name, isn't it? Wait, Cheryl, I didn't click that for no reason. That is a beautiful name. Okay. So Mairead, I must be with you because this is very strong. It's funny how she brought through the Irish, but I want to talk about, they're making me laugh. And I want to tell you why they're making me laugh. Because I feel like in the family, there were certain family members that would make fun of the accents. So when we're together, we would have like family members say certain things so we could see the way that you're saying it and then we would laugh. But I feel like there's like a lot of, let me say it this way. I feel like in your family, there is so much love, but there's a lot of bantering love. Let me pick on one another. Let me make fun of one another. Let me tease one another. But there's a tremendous amount of love there. That's what it is. It's the love that she's talking about. But she makes me laugh because she says, oh my gosh, these children would give me headaches. They would give me headaches. And I feel like she's really teasing you. So I feel like also, where does the 5 come in? I don't know if your mom had 5 children, but she keeps talking to me about the 5. So it could have been that when you and your cousins were together, there would have been 5 children running around the house. But she keeps talking to me about the 5 and the significance of the 5. She also keeps talking to me about her rosary beads and that someone has her rosaries and that they're important to her along with the mass card. But she wants to talk about the rosaries and the mass card as well. And I know that her faith would have been very strong also. So I know her faith would have been very strong as well. The 5 is significant, though. I have to say that the 5 is very significant. She's giving it to me very strong. She's also talking about who's the dancer or who's the one. Let me rephrase that. She keeps talking to me about the one who thinks they're the dancer. So I feel like I hear like either tap dancing or dancing around the house. Somebody is consistently moving around, dancing around the house. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. Is there a Maeve in your family also, hon? It sounds like Maeve. Maeve? Sounds like Maeve. Mave, I think is what I'm seeing. Is this in your family as well? Would you understand this name as well? And Mom wants to talk about her ring because she knows that you have her ring and she knows that you hold it dear to your heart. So she wants to give you a lot of love for being around her, for knowing that she's there when she's there, for loving her the way you do. I don't know what that was, but it was not a good sound. And she's very proud of you. She's telling me she's very proud of you. And she keeps telling me, look at my daughter, look at my daughter, look at how beautiful she is. So I want to give that to you as well. I don't know if she's still here. I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to continue with this just to say, Mairead, that Mom is sending you a lot of love. So I want you to know that. She'll see the recording. Sometimes the internet goes out. Oh, here she is. Oh, yep. Thank you. Thank you, Mairead. Thank you, honey. We didn't know if we lost you for a second. And I hope this reading gives you healings and knowing that Mom is there with you. And thank you for letting me read for you. I don't know what my kids are doing. It's scary when you hear noises and it's in the dark. And you know it's not a ghost. You know it's your kids. I want to talk to Samantha, and I feel like I have Dad here. So I to Samantha, and I feel like I have Dad here. So I don't even know if there's a Samantha watching right now, but I just heard I want to talk to Samantha. Tell her Dad is here. So let me just say that. I want to talk to Samantha. Tell her Dad is here. And I don't know if I have a Samantha here. That's the truth. No, yeah, and I know it's not ghosts in my house. I know it's my children. I'm not saying I don't have ghosts in my house. I'm just saying I know the difference between ghosts and children. Big difference. Okay, Samantha, I need to talk to Samantha because I'm hearing this over and over again. And I do not, I'm very stubborn. I do not tell the spirit world, oh no, sorry, you got to move over. You know, with Samantha whose dad has passed, Kathleen, would you be very close with her? Because it's very clear to me that I want to talk to Samantha. And I have Dad here. So that's why I'm saying this. That's why I'm saying this. So I would have to know that you could definitely get this message to her. Would you understand Dad's passing being quick? Dad's passing being quick, because that's what he's showing me. It was very quick. I have a Dad here, Sam. I don't want to change it. I know that I have a Dad here. The only way that I could change it to a grandfather is if your grandfather had raised you. That's not like a father. That's the only way I would ever even consider changing it. But I know I have a Dad here, honey. But thank you for that. Okay. So Kathleen, if you could, I'm just going to go straight into what needs. Kathleen, is your mom passed? Because as I'm talking to Dad, wants to give Samantha love, I felt a mom all of a sudden quickly. Mom, all of a sudden quickly. I'm just waiting for Kathleen to answer. But Kathleen, please let Samantha know. Let Samantha know that her dad is around her, that she is not alone, that he is seeing what's going on, that all the questions that she's asking him, that she feels like she's not hearing from him and feels like he's not around, he is. So he really wants her to know that. Okay, he really wants her to know that. The reason why I said it's mom passed, because all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, Dad, who else is there? And all of a sudden I saw your mom there. So just know mom is going to come in now as well. Please give Samantha the message from her dad. Just let her know that he loves her and that he is around, because that's really important for her to hear. Even though she knows it, she needs to hear it, because sometimes we just need to hear it. You know what I mean? So Kathleen, but I know that mom is coming in now. Mom is coming in now. Kathleen, I know that you would understand that October is very significant for you, since it would be a birthday anniversary, a month of passing. I also know that you would understand from mom being very quiet. Like, she's not going to push her way through to the front, but you would understand kind of like, you know, mom saying, can somebody help me get through so I can just tell my daughter that I'm okay and that I love her? Also, mom is also sharing with me like, you know, Kathleen, and this is funny, I've never gotten this before. Kathleen, she shares with me also like, I'm here with you. I'm watching with you. I'm enjoying this with you. So I also feel like your mom's birthday is in October. Beautiful. I also feel like there would be a TV show that the two of you would watch together. I keep getting pulled towards I Love Lucy. I'm not sure if that's it, but she is showing me I Love Lucy. And she's showing me the laughter and the watching TV together. So I feel like there was a show that you two would watch together, enjoy with one another. I also want to say that mom is saying something about your nails. Were you complaining that you wanted to get your nails done and you need to fix your nails, or something with your nails that she's kind of mentioning? Like, I knew you were saying that. I was watching you, like that kind of thing, you know, like I knew that. So I want to share that with you also. Were you just making popcorn as well? What's with the, oh, your mom looked like Lucy back in the day. Oh my God. If you find a picture of her, can you please send it to me? Because I would just love to see it. I think that's so amazing. That's so beautiful. And that's where, like, I shouldn't try to interpret. I'm saying I love Lucy, so I should have really delivered it saying Kathleen, and I would know you would understand I love Lucy connection with mom. That's really what I should have said, and not try to say, oh, did you watch it together? That's my brain coming in. But Mom also makes me feel like she just lived life. She just had a good time. Thank you, honey. She just had a good time. She lived life. She loved you guys. She enjoyed everything. And she's saying she's continuing to do that. So she wants you to know that she's continuing to do that. I keep seeing a blue jay, and I'm going to give you blue jays. So please look for the blue jays. Mom's going to bring them to you. I feel like she loved the color blue also. I feel like she loved the color blue. Oh, you used to laugh because you look like her in the pic. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. But mom is kind of bringing that like, hey, I'm here. How are you? I'm good. Like that's the way she's making me feel. So it's like this vibrant, exciting kind of energy that I'm feeling from her. So I just want to give you mom's love. Please giving mom's love. And also thank you for honoring Samantha's dad and accepting him, because I don't know if mom would have pushed forward if it wasn't for Samantha's dad kind of opening up the doorway for her. So I want to thank you for doing that as well. So thank you for allowing me to read for you. And I hope that that helps. I really do. And I can't wait to get that picture. I can't wait to see it. Thank you, Lisbeth. Thank you. I love your name, by the way. I absolutely love your name. There's something with your name. Is there a connection to a family member? And don't tell me who. You're very welcome, hon. Is there a connection to a family member, Lisbeth, with your name? Did they take like your grandmother's name and put it into your name? Because I just feel like that's such a beautiful name. Such a beautiful name. And I'm not just saying that. It's so funny because growing up, I always hated my name. I was the only Natalie growing up. The only one. There were no other Natalies. None. None at all. And then my oldest, her real name is Adriana, but we call her Lola. And it's so funny how like I always complained that I was the only Natalie. And she was the only Lola forever. And then what ended up happening was every time she would go to somebody's house and they had a dog, the dog's name would be Lola. So I think in my community, I think there's 3 Lolas now. She's the oldest, but I think there's 3 now. But it's so funny. Names sometimes just resonate with me. I'm just like, only Paige until you were 20 years old. See, now you know how I feel, right? So Terry, how come I don't see the names that are being called? Is there another program in with us? Yeah, so StreamYard brings in a couple of different pages. So just know that. So you may not be able to see everyone. They might be on the Spirit Realm Network or they might be on my page. So it could be either page. It'll let me see the comments. It will let me see that. And that's why I try sharing the comments so that everybody can see it. Someone can see it. You know, with me, Tabitha, I love the fact that you loved your name. With me, the only Natalies I knew were like old ladies. That's what happened with me. I feel like such an old lady, you know? Reagan. And you know what's funny? It's like all those names like Reagan. I love that. Or for girls, when they have the name Ryan, stuff like that. Like I always love that. But I don't know. I just never liked my name. I'm fine with my name now, but I never really. And a name comes from. See, it's so funny how we go. Your name resonates. It has a specific vibration. This goes for everyone, just so you know. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And our names actually come with vibrations, and they come with vibrations that create who we are or fit our energy, believe it or not, which is really interesting. So like my son's middle name, Jack, fits him completely because he is just all over the place, but he's silent and he's very respectful. And I used to tell the babysitter, like, if you don't hear him, run and find him. If you hear him and he's screaming and everything's going on, you're fine. But the moment it's silent, you need to find him. He's a climber. He is like Spider-Man. And it was like the funniest thing ever. The funniest thing, because she caught him on the top of her fridge one day eating a banana. She's like, oh my God, I had no idea. So our names actually say a lot about us, believe it or not. They really do. Okay, so, and I think a lot of people don't like their names. I think that happens also. Actually, what's funny is that, like, why is this coming up? I feel like I have someone here in the comment section that's pregnant, that's trying to figure out names for their child. So do me a favor, if you are pregnant, and you know you're pregnant, The other day I had a reading. I'm like, oh my God, is somebody pregnant? And they're like, well, I don't know. I'm like, oh my God, I hope to God I did not just ruin it for them. If someone here is pregnant and they're trying to figure out names, please let me know, because I feel like that's why names are coming up. That's why names are coming up. But as I'm waiting for somebody to say that, I think that I want to go into the spirit world. You can tell when they interfere with me. Okay, so I have a daughter here. I know this daughter would have passed sudden and unexpectedly. I know this. I know that there would have been a connection to, and please listen to what I'm saying, a connection to an accidental overdose. So I want to talk about this, and I feel like there's a pill connection to this. So if you have a daughter that you lost, that would have been an overdose, and I know this is very personal. If you have a daughter that you would understand an overdose for her, and you would understand a connection to pills, prescription pills, please let me know. Please let me know. So I have a daughter here, overdose, connection to pills. I'm not saying that the pills are what overdosed her, but there definitely is a connection to the pills. Daughter, pills, overdose. I want to say that I feel like I'm in a bed when this happens. I don't know if I'm in my bedroom, but I do feel like I am in a bed for this. Daughter-in-law and daughter-hun come in the same way. I can say that. Okay, wait a minute, because I have two of you talking to me right now. Niece would not, Gwendolyn, come in the same way. Daughter, daughter-in-law, mother, mother-in-law, that comes in the same way for me. Step-parent or step-brother, brother, that would come in the same. Lana, I see what you're saying, hon. My daughter passed, she'd taken a lot of pills, but it broke, but just correct the broke back, please, for me. She was in a bed. Okay. There was a lady. Okay, there was a lady on here. Okay, let me just get a little bit more information. Okay, so this is what this. Okay, let me just. I'm sorry. This is what happens when I have to look at the comments for a second. Then I kind of don't pay attention to the young lady who's here. So the young lady that I have here talks to me about issues that she had. She talks to me about pills that she would have had on her nightstand that's next to her bed. And I'm sorry to give you these details, but she's showing me this. There's something significant about her being found in her bed or in a bed. I want to say this. And I want to talk about my arm being hanging down from the bed. So I want to talk about like this kind of thing. So you could see that something wasn't right. But you could see that like my arm is down. Yeah, I need a daughter who would have had an overdose. You would understand the connection to the pills, and you would understand her being found in bed. I don't know if it's her bed, but I want to say it's her bed, but that could be me just saying that. Lana, this sounds just like your daughter. Okay, now, Lana, I just want to go into a couple of things because I feel like that there was questioning, like, was this intentional or not? Would you understand this? And I will go deeper into this. But I just want to talk about the fact of like when this happened, like people were questioning, like, was it intentional? Did she do this on purpose? This kind of thing. So would you understand, I'm not saying this happened, but would you understand people questioning this and wondering this? Would you also understand there being a relationship issue, like a breakup or something like that? And there's a few things I want to share here with you. One thing is she's not making me feel intention. She's not. She's making me feel coping, not understanding the ultimate outcome. So I do feel very strongly like I am coping with the emotional pain and trying to cover it up. No one can help me because no one can understand what I am feeling. I feel like this is very important to hear because no one can really understand. I felt very much like no one could understand. She split up with her husband. Okay, so you would understand the breakup and all. Okay, so you would understand this. I want you to know that she was coping. She was dealing. She was trying to numb the pain and not feel the emotions that she had no control of. That's what happened, and that's the way she's making me feel. Would you understand, Lana, her grandfather being in the spirit world? I'm just trying to understand if this is paternal grandfather or maternal grandfather. So I don't know if this is your dad or her father's dad, but would you understand I said paternal. Would you understand a grandfather being there, being in the spirit world? I want you to know your daughter did not do this intentionally. She did not. So I don't care what people have to say to you. I don't care what, okay. So you would understand only because I see dad with her. So I see grandfather, your dad with her. So I want you to know that because she's showing me that. And more importantly, I want you to know that it wasn't intentional. That was coping that she was trying to do, not really understanding. Now listen, without me getting into details, I know that it looks like it could have been intentional. But I want you to know in the place that she was in the moment that she was in, and the emotion that she was in, and the feeling that she was in, that was the only way that she could understand to numb it at that moment. She didn't know that that would be the end result. She may have known, I shouldn't say she didn't know, but she didn't think that would happen. So I want you to know that she loves you very much and that she's okay. She's okay. She just couldn't deal with the pain. And she's very sorry. She's very sorry. After her passing, you saw butterflies? Because she keeps showing me the butterflies around you after her passing. And thank you for saying that you understand this because it's so important for her words to get through. Like that's really important to her. She wants you to know and feel and understand this. So I'm glad that you can understand what she's trying to share here because sometimes when I deliver the information I'm getting, I don't know how to say it properly. So I'm glad that you could understand that. She's definitely sharing with me and showing me like crazy the significance and for that you would understand the butterflies. Okay. Beautiful. So know that that was her way of sending to you. I'm here. Think of the imagery of the butterfly. You know, if I could walk you through the imagery of the butterfly, we're a caterpillar. We kind of go into our own shell. But then when we come out, we could fly away free with wings. That's the way she feels. She feels like she was able to set herself free and fly now. So that's why she sent you a butterfly, so that you can see and you could know that she's free and that she's okay. And I really hope that that helps because losing anyone is very, very difficult. Losing a child is something that's unexplainable. So I really, truly hope that that helps you and gives you peace. And I'm my cat just walked in. So sorry for your loss. All right, just give me a second here, just for a moment. And I'm glad too, you know, because I still feel her here. And I feel like she wants to fix everything now. She wants to help everyone. I feel like she really has found herself now. And I'm just going to continue a little bit more with her for a second because she just wants to share this, that now you will see that she gets to help from the other side. She gets to help those that are in pain and don't know how to deal with it. She gets to help those and be a guide or a guardian angel or whatever you want to call her that you view her as. But she gets to do that now. So she said that's why she uses the butterfly, because she feels free. She gets to be the true person that she is and not what she felt she became through this, what I'm going to say, loss. So that's really, she's at peace, and she's happy and she's able to help others. Okay. So I'm glad that you were able to connect with her and get these messages here today. Okay. And these are the things, like when you know this stuff, you know that this is coming from her and not me. So you know that this is what she's saying. And like, you know, like it means a lot. It does. It means a lot because she's able to bring through what you know about her true essence that she shares with me. Not many do know. You know, she didn't share her true self with too many people. Okay. You're very welcome, honey. You're very welcome. Oh, Sharon, you just hit me with that. Usually I don't look at the comments and see something like that. Sharon, can you give me your granddaughter's first name, please? I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to connect with her. I never guarantee that I'm able to connect with anyone. Even if you come for a private reading for me, I do say that. I don't guarantee anything. But because you hit me with that, I didn't expect to see that. Let's see what happens. So Sharon, if you could please just give me your granddaughter's first name. And I usually don't catch on to that, just so you guys know. Sophie Marie. Okay. Losing a child is heartbreaking. Sophie Marie. Was Sophie Marie buried in a dress? I'm sorry to say it this way, but I see this beautiful little dress that I see here. And just allow me to just describe the dress for a second, because it looks like a very pale color. I don't know if it's white or a light yellow or a light pink, but I see a very pale color. Would you understand her being buried in a dress? And would you understand her also being buried with a stuffed animal as well? Because I see this as well. Would you understand her being buried? Or being laid to rest? I'm trying to understand a way to say this. Being laid to rest with a stuffed animal and wearing a dress. And Sharon, I don't want to lose you. Okay. Okay. Let me just dig a little bit deeper for a second, hon. You know, it's funny. I know that you said that your daughter, I just want to bring up the comments for a second again, just so people can see if I could find it. Because it caught my eye. And I know you said your daughter, here, with her mom last night when she had a little sister, please. Okay, so I just want to talk about this for a second, because I feel like your daughter would have felt, it's like a chill going through my body. It's like I feel something touching me. I feel like someone's there, but I just don't know who. And Sophie's making me feel like I had my mom feel me. Like she could feel it literally going through my body. You know, that's the way I feel. And I just want, like, when you talk to your daughter, when she says, oh my gosh, yes, Mom, I did feel something like that. It was really weird. That was Sophie Marie going through and saying, her mom, that's her to feel her soul go through her, that kind of thing. Because I feel like that's very significant. Now, the new baby, you know what's funny? Was the new baby named already? And how come the middle name is very significant for this new baby? Because I'm getting the new middle name as significant. And I said new baby. When you share with us the new baby, can you just share the name, please? Because I would hate to say new baby. But I do know that Sophie Marie does make me feel like I am around my mom. I know that Mom would have some of my items as well that were saved. I know that she has a blanket. I also know that she has a photo and she has a piece of paper with my footprints on it. So I know that she has those things also. I know that these items would be put away. I feel like they're in like a memory box or a treasure chest, like a chest. And I know that it would be in the attic, but it was down in the bedroom for a period of time, but then she put it away. I know that as well. So I know my things were saved. Some of my items were saved. But tell Mom that I'm there. I'm definitely there. I'm around. I'm there. I'm with her. But I know that my new, look at her name. And I was just talking about my Lola, which I never, ever mentioned my Lola. You know, I never do. I love it. So just know her sister's around. What a gorgeous name. I love it. Tell your daughter, just so she knows, that Lola is going to be a spitfire and a half. She's going to be this little thing. That's this little thing, because she's not going to be this really little thing. So just tell her, enjoy every moment. Tell her that she's going to have her hands full, but tell her that she knows that she's going to enjoy her every moment of just those cute little fingers and those cute little toes and just everything about it. But that she has her sister watching over her. So I hope that helps. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so cute. I love it. All right. And I just want you guys to know that, realistically speaking, it's not like dialing the phone and somebody answering it. So please, don't feel that, a medium should be able to just call up anybody. It just doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. It's very important to know that. It really is. The name Lola really is gorgeous. It really is. Yeah, I know. That's exactly why. Because I never bring up names. I never talk about Lola. My oldest is very, very, you're welcome, honey. My oldest is very private. So I very seldomly talk about her. And when she's home, you will very seldomly see her on camera. Because she's very shy, and she's also very connected. And she tells me she has absolutely no interest. So she's been told even by friends that she's very connected. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's great. Like, that's her reaction. Oh, yeah, that's great. And I'll say, are you sure you don't want to just tap into this a little bit? Nope, don't want to tap into it at all. Okay, fine. Don't tap into it. That's fine, which is absolutely fine. So what does my oldest choose? She chooses to be a chemistry major. Chemistry. Here is her mom, metaphysical, and here she is, scientific. But what more could you ask for? All right, so let me just see. What would be really fun? Comment your names. Let's have a little fun, and let's see whose name hits me, and then I'm going to tap into it. Comment your names. Please comment your name. The reason why I say comment your name is because some people for Facebook don't have their real name as their Facebook name. Gina. Okay, give me a second, Gina. Okay, Gina, Julie, give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm going to do Gina and Julie first, and I'll look back up and see what I have there. So Gina, if I could just connect with you for a second, I want to tell you something, Gina. You love hard. You fight hard. What do I mean by that? No one can mess with you. If you need to get loud, you're going to get loud. But you don't like to get loud. But when it happens, you're going to make sure everybody could hear you and knows your point of view. And they better know not to step on your toes. So that's what I feel when I feel the vibration of your name, Gina. So I hope that makes sense to you. And no, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything. I'm just saying that that's what I feel right away. Like you are, I just saw that there's 2 Ginas. You are true to you. You are very true to you. Oh my gosh, all these names are coming up now. Sorry guys, give me a second. I can't find the Gina I was speaking to. It was the first one that came up right after Julie. Okay, give me 1 second. So Julie, you're in a Juli is how you spelled your name. So when I see Julie, I say Juli. I see that you are very much an observer of people, and you could read them very deeply and very well. So what does that mean? That means that you're not going to judge people, but you're going to observe them and see them for exactly who they are, which means that they could sit in front of you and be telling you lies, and you'll know. Now, you won't call them out on it in a disrespectful manner, but you're going to know exactly what they're doing and how they're doing it. And you just kind of put it in your back pocket so you know who to trust and who not to trust. And that's the way I feel for you. So just give me a second. I'm kind of going to scroll through and stop at a name. Okay, let's see. Now I have, Cheryl. Okay, let's see. Cheryl's last name is Hart Hayford. Okay, I'm going to just do your first name though, Cheryl. I see books around you, Cheryl. So I feel like you're a reader. So I feel like if you're exposed to something, you want to learn about it. You're not going to just take somebody's words about it. So if they tell you, oh my God, you have to try this, you have to do this, you have to watch this, you want to check in on it on your own. So I feel like you're an avid reader. You want to educate yourself. You're not going to just listen to what other people say. You want to know for your own firsthand experience what you should believe. Even this alone, I feel like even this tonight, today, what we're doing, you would have to experience it first. You're not going to believe someone, oh my God, you have to see this person, you know, they're good or they're not good. You're not going to listen to that. Okay, let me check it out. You're open-minded. You'll listen to what they have to say, but you're not going to just drink the Kool-Aid with everybody else because they're drinking it. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense to you also. Let me just grab another name. Give me 1 second. Going really fast. Shannon. Shannon, I got to laugh because I feel like, Shannon, you could be nice. So what I mean by that is I feel like you just fit in with the boys. So if they want to have a drink with you, you'll have a drink with them. And you will teach them what a drink is like and how to have fun and what to do. But I feel like a different part of you comes out. You become very much a part of everything. Like you become the entertainer of the party. But in real life, you're really not like that. I feel like you're very structured and like things a certain way, especially in your everyday life. Like you want things a certain way. You like control of things. So I feel like that's the way you are and that's where you're coming from. Connection to sports with you also, Shannon. Connection to sports with you. I just want to put that out there also. Just want to put it out there. All right, let's see. Yes. I'm telling you, your names all resonate. Like it's all like I could take a name and just tap into the energy of that name. And there's a reason for that. You know, give me 1 second. Melinda, you have different sides of you, meaning you have a dark side, you have a professional side, and you have a fun side. And what I mean by dark side is not like dark side, like, oh my God, she's dangerous. I mean, dark side, like there's things that you're really into that people don't know about you. So you might really like to look into like spells, you know, or let me play with the Ouija board a little bit. Or let me do, I could definitely see you going on like a ghost hunt, stuff like that. But you don't share this with, now that I've just shared it with everybody on here, I'm sorry. But, but I feel like you have this side of you that's very inquisitive of why things happen a certain way. Like what happens after we die? Where do we go? Why does that happen? What else happens? What happens if somebody's really bad and mean? Where do they go? Do they get stuck here? How does that happen? And I feel like that's really you, but not many people know that about you. Know that. So you live like a kind of like 3 different lives. I'm going to say you live your like at home life, you live your professional life, and then you live your secret life that has to know things and find things and get answers to things. Makes you a lot of fun. Definitely makes you a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Phoebe Jane. I love that name. Phoebe Jane. You, my love, especially in school, was very social. So I feel like in the classroom, when you were in school, you would have been the one who was like a little bit of a chatterbox. You're not mean at all. You're just very social. You like to know people. You like to call them by their names. Me, I'm a wallflower. You're not like that. So you want to make sure that, you want to make everyone around you feel comfortable. So because you're so social and so friendly, you make people feel comfortable because they get to be around you for that. So that's the biggest part of it. And you have that twisted wild side to you too. You know, like even sometimes when you're supposed to be serious, you just can't be serious because you can't be serious because it's kind of building and bubbling up on you and you got to kind of let it out. So people love that about you. But You make impressions on people that you meet. And I think you need to know that, because you're so friendly and so welcoming and so loving that you don't realize that you make people feel safe around you. And I think that's really important to know. The safety that you make people feel is really, really, really important to know. Okay. Which is awesome. Oh, Cheryl, good, good. And being open to experience, it will happen. And you are. So just make sure that when you work from light. So just make sure of that. That's very important to do. It's very important to work from light. All right, guys, it's 9:00. And there is another show on after me. So you should definitely stay and check it out. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you Tuesday for Animal Whispers. All right, stay after and enjoy the show. Take care, everyone.